That's happened before.
It was.
Um,
Chop, chop.
yes.
We're waiting on the internet over
So,
there.
Jerry,
Yes, sir. Chris said don't.
Okay, it is it's 10:07. We are returning to open session. We are at, item 10B on the agenda. I'd like to apologize to everyone, in-house and out in YouTube land. I'd like to apologize for the time and everything. We're all very tired. We've got some big decisions we're making. We're trying to do what's best for the city. I appreciate everyone's patience. So we'll get through this here in just a few minutes and we can adjourn and everybody gets some rest. So we're gonna return to item 10B, discussion and or take action on hiring police.
make a motion, we table 10B pending more interviews.
I second that motion.
Okay, so I've got Chris and Kevin second it.
Kevin Featherston.
Leon Myers,
Robin Myers.
She can't vote yet.
Chris Burkett.
Oh, it's unanimous. 11, item 11. A, discussion and or take action to approve recommendation to appoint Sheila Purvis to the Planning and Zoning Commission, place 2.
Make the motion, we table, giving Sheila an opportunity to come in and meet us at the next meeting.
I'll second.
So Chris first,
Kevin Featherston.
Leon Myers,
Robin Myers.
Chris Burkett.
it's unanimous. Item 11C is discuss and or take action to approve an
Yeah.
over.
Yeah, hit B.
I did B. Oh, I'm sorry. I sure did. I give us my writing. I'm sorry. 11B, I'm sorry. Discussion and or take action to approve farmers market in the West Waukee City Park from Chris Burkett.
Being the late hour, I'm gonna make a motion, we table that till the next meeting. I have given everybody some packets to look over some other cities and the way they're doing it. I'd like to make a motion, we table it to the next meeting to where we can spend some more time reviewing it.
I second that.
Okay, Chris first, Kevin second.
Kevin Featherston.
Leon Myers,
Robin Myers.
Chris
It
Burkett.
is unanimous. Okay, now we go to 11C, discussion and or take action to approve an over 65 exemption freeze. I think I may have talked to one or two of you. I think we all agree that that's a worthy action of the council. Does anybody have any discussion or anything on this?
I think it's a great thing. I don't have enough knowledge to know all the intricacies to it, but you know, I would love to hear more about it and know more about it and try to figure out what we can do to make that happen. And from what I've seen and from what I understand, I think it would be something to be very good for our community.
Let me ask you guys this, let me put this out there. Would you be open? I mean, tonight's not the night and we can't do it tonight anyway, you know, by the Open Meetings Act, but would you be open to Tuesday night of hearing a bit of an explanation? A better, you know, some sort of an explanation?
Yes, I'd like to hear the, yes.
That's kind of where I was getting at. I would like to, I want more information, where that comes from. I don't know where to tell you that comes from, but yes, so.
Well, we can't discuss things back and forth. We can discuss it as a group, but we can't discuss it. We can ask questions and answers and things like that. We just can't right now. Right, without it being on the agenda. If it was on the agenda for someone to speak about it, then that's one thing, but we can't, you know, engage in conversation about an item that's not previously on the agenda. So I guess I can talk right after the meeting. I can explain to you. So I'm gonna
make a motion that item 11C, that we table that to bring back to our next meeting with some sort of information or presentation with explanation of how that works. what it
Okay.
entails.
Okay.
I'll second that.
Okay.
Kevin Featherston,
Leon Myers,
Robin Myers.
Chris Burkett.
All unanimous. We're moving on to, item number 12, citizens input related to non-agenda items. Do we have any citizens input?
I have several citizens input which are related to the tax for the road. Do you want me to read those? And then I have,
Okay, okay, well, it's a non-agenda related item, so.
okay, this one is, hello, I live at 1417 Riverside Drive, West Waukene, Texas, and also on 501 Comanche. I believe it's ridiculous for you to charge a mandatory road fee when you don't repair the road in Arrowhead. And yet when trucks enter Arrowhead to repair the pumps, they tear up the roads and yet don't fix them. You can't have it both ways. So don't charge the road fee. Alicia Lee. The next one is from, okay. I'm writing to provide feedback on the road fund. First, let me say I understand you have a thankless job and recognize you are working hard to improve our community. In terms of the road fund, while desperately needed, and I agree wholeheartedly for Maze Lane alone, I personally do not think the amount of $850 per month per household is going to even scratch the surface to repair and properly maintain all the roads. There are a couple of other things at play here as well, which cause me and our Arrowhead neighborhood great concern. Our roads in Arrowhead are private, dating back to the 60s. We have mandatory road dues of which we use the funds to patch the best we can since the city isn't obligated to repair them. This is all based on volunteers. The average volunteer doing the work is 70 years old. Our community houses 4 of them. 4 of the city waste pumps for the entire city of West Waukene. As you probably know, they constantly leak. The city comes in to repair leaks, and in doing so, they destroy the roads and the culverts in the area, never come back to fix what they've done. This road fund, while again I agree to it, also puts Arrowhead in a quandary because while our residents will also be paying the fee since it's a private road, this contribution will not benefit us. If residents are taxed, thinking the city will be repairing our roads with their new fee, they won't contribute to our mandatory road dues, leaving us in further peril with a very agreed volunteer group doing the work. We are in big trouble. So there are only 2 ways I see it, but I am open to discussion. Leave Arrowhead fees, city and county sides out of the fee altogether so we can continue to do our best to the road to patch them as we can. Since in reality, we won't benefit from the fee anyway, or incorporate Arrowhead into receiving this benefit and making the community a priority for road repairs first when the funds start, since we do house the waste pumps for the city and we are continually having the repairs done, which contributes greatly to our road issues.
Who wrote that?
My husband and I invested in and now live in Arrowhead community of the West Waukene going over 5 years. We purchased 2 properties and would like to purchase more, but the state of the city of West Waukene has given us a pause. Jacqueline O'Connell. Okay, I have one that is a concerned employee that didn't sign their name that wants this read, Jim McRoy told me if they can't sign their name, then we shouldn't be reading it.
you don't have to.
Okay, this other one is a signed name, and I'm writing this letter to express my concerns about the leadership sitting around the table. How can anyone sitting at the table justify hiring a former employee who was doing drugs and was fired for breaking the city's zero tolerance policy on drug use? Not only bringing him back to give him a promotion in the process, please explain to me what is going through your heads while making this decision. How can citizens and employees have any faith in the choices you make to better our city when this is clearly taking steps backwards? Furthermore, what kind of morals do you have when you leave the choice up to the mayor? That's basically having him take the fall when you get questioned about hiring said employee. What have you accomplished while sitting at the table? Raise water and sewer rates, take away comp time for employees, and start a road tax. Great job. Correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't the biggest complaint about the former mayor that he is spending too much time in City Hall meddling in everyday business, but yet day after day, I see council members, two in particular at City Hall, doing the exact same thing. Talk about hypocrisy in its finest. Thank y'all for doing absolutely nothing to better the city, Billy Bob.
Is there an address in that one?
No, I think we need to require that.
That one shouldn't have been there.
Yeah. Yeah. let's do this.
That's my address.
All right, that brings us to the hot topic of the night.
Make a motion to adjourn.
I
I gotta take some allergies.
Okay, who made the motion?
I second.
I seconded.
Kevin Featherston.
Yeah, mine.
Robin Meyer.
Chris Burkett.
Yeah.
Before we do, I still mind taking a picture from